Hello there, with a lot of wishes for the brand new year. I, Aishwarya, welcome you all to a fresh new episode of Science Monitor, our weekly update on all that is happening in the field of science and technology in and around the country. In today's episode, we will take a quick look at all the activities that happened at the Indian Science Congress, along with the scientific challenges that await us in 2017. But let us take a look at the headlines first. 104th Indian Science Congress organized at Tirupati. Scientists across the nation and globe participate. 103 satellites, one mission. ISRO looking for a world record. Clocks around the world paused momentarily, leap second added. New liquid extinguisher developed by CSIR CBRI. And in our In Focus segment today, we will take a look at the major scientific and technological challenges that await us in 2017. And now the news in detail. With the cause of promoting science and technology, like every year, this is the time for the Indian Science Congress. The 104th session of the Indian Science Congress was organized at Sri Venkateshwara University in Tirupati. Well, the Congress was inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, who urged the scientific community to seek innovative solutions to existing problems. The event saw massive participation of academicians, researchers and students. Let us see this report.
India in the recent years has emerged as one of the greatest champions of science and technology. And celebrating the achievements of Indian science and ushering in fresh perspectives in the new year is the 104th session of the Indian Science Congress, held at Sri Venkateshwara University, Tirupati, from 3rd to 7th January 2017. The 104th session of the Indian Science Congress was inaugurated on 3rd January by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. The 5-day event comprised various sessions, saw the massive participation of about 18,000 scientists and scholars from across the country, along with Nobel laureates across the globe.
I was impressed with the audience very active participation to the discussion session. In the basic science, Indian science community is really going to play an important role.
From food, energy and cyber security to healthcare, space, climate change and scientific leadership, the 104th Science Congress was truly an interdisciplinary platform which brought together knowledge from diverse fields. Nobel laureates and others delivered talks in the lecture series, while renowned researchers of the country shared their ideas and views for the developmental activities of the nation.
It is a very unique event in India, or I would say this part of the world, where not only top scientists and Nobel laureates come and give their popular lectures, but policymakers come, directors of research institutes come, scientific research councils come, and a large number of researchers from university system come, who don't get any opportunity to be face to face with scientists of the national research system. So in that way, it's a very unique system.
The big expo there, and science communicators made Women Science Congress, Children Science Congress. So many things are going on, and especially these guys have pulled in so many Nobel laureates, and they are allowing those Nobel laureates to interact with such a huge population, and local people are showing so much response. They are interacting with laureate people. They are asking so many questions. This only shows that people are very much passionate about science.
Some of the major features of the 104th session of the Indian Science Congress were the Children's Science Congress, the 6th session of Women's Science Congress and the 7th Science Communicators Meet. The Indian Science Congress is the biggest summit of Indian science and technology organized annually by the Indian Science Congress Association under the aegis of Department of Science and Technology. First held in 1940, the Congress aims to advance and promote the cause of science in India.
While 2016 has been a golden year in Indian space science, 2017 could be more exciting. Yes, following the successful launch of 20 satellites in one go, ISRO is all set to create new records. Well, ISRO has announced its ambitious plan to launch 103 satellites in a single mission this February. A launch of this scale has never ever been attempted before anywhere in the world.
Following an year of incredible feats, ISRO is gearing up for more this new year. With ISRO announcing the launch of 103 satellites in one go, India is poised to grab a larger slice of the lucrative commercial space market. According to recent reports, ISRO is all set to launch 103 satellites in a single mission during the first week of February. Of the 103 satellites, 100 are micro-small satellites from abroad and includes satellites from the US and Germany. The three Indian satellites include INS-1A and INS-1B, along with satellite in Cartosat-2 series. The launch is planned aboard ISRO's workhorse rocket, PSLV C-37, from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. The announcement was made by the director of the Liquid Propulsion Systems Center of ISRO, S. Somnath, at the plenary session on the second day of 104th session of the Indian Science Congress.
The exciting mission which is coming up in this February 2017 is the launch of PSLV C-37. It is exciting because it is going to carry the largest ever number of satellites in this mission. We have the Cartosat-2D ISRO satellite, and INS-1A and 1B, two microsatellites of ISRO, will be launched in this mission along with 100 small satellites, microsatellites.
With this feat, India will be breaking the world record in space history, as no exercise on this scale has been attempted before. The highest number of satellites launched in a single mission so far is 37, a record that Russia set in 2014. The US space agency NASA has launched 29 satellites in one go. According to reports, following the launch, ISRO's South Asian Satellite Project, previously known as the SARC satellite, is all set for launch this March. What is more, according to recent reports, after its successful Mars orbiter mission, ISRO is now eyeing interplanetary missions to Jupiter and Venus and is studying their feasibility. While 2016 has been hailed as a golden year in the history of ISRO and Indian space science, we can definitely look forward to a more action-packed year.
Fire has been a security concern to human beings since ancient times. With time, we have developed and deployed many preventive and protective techniques against fire. Now, these range from the use of water and carbon dioxide to various chemicals. However, it is also observed that sometimes these techniques fail or lead to more serious damage. Now, addressing this, the researchers of CSIR, a Central Building Research Institute, have developed a novel and more efficient technique to put out fires. What is more, this technique is designed to be handy for kitchen and office use.
Though fire alarms are now a common occurrence, deaths and injuries due to sudden fire accidents remain one of the major causes of concern. Various technologies developed to put out fires include the use of water, carbon dioxide, dry and wet chemicals. Most of these are stored under high pressure, and when sprayed on the fire, extinguish it either by taking away the oxygen or heat element from the fire or initiating a chemical reaction that put out the fire. Taking a step further in preventing fire accidents, the CSIR Central Building Research Institute at Roorkee has developed a new form of liquid extinguishant fire extinguisher. The extinguisher, which comes in spray bottle versions, is particularly suited for household and office users.
It is very effective and highly efficient for tackling Class A fires such as paper, wood, cloth, etc. etc. and the Class B fires such as petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. And similarly, it also works on the electrical fires for extinguishing the electrical fires, and the person will not receive any electrical shock up to 11 kV electrical voltage.
According to experts, the novel liquid extinguishant fire extinguisher put down fires by taking away the oxygen in the fire, along with flame chain reaction inhibition and flame zone cooling by lowering flame temperature. The extinguishant has been observed to put out fires in 8 to 10s when sprayed on 100 cm square area. This fire extinguisher is capable of extinguishing Class A fires involving ordinary combustible materials along with Class B fires involving flammable liquids with better fire efficiency. And now comes the most exciting part, as it costs only Rs 100 to 200 for a half litre to 1 litre plastic spray bottle versions.
Did you know that this new year started a second late? Yes, the extra second, called the leap second, was added to clocks across the world on the midnight at the end of 2016. The leap second was added to the Indian time on the New Year's Day by the CSIR National Physical Laboratory. So what is a leap second and how is it related to Earth? Let us see in this report.
In order to keep up with the slowing of Earth, India's atomic clock at the CSIR National Physical Laboratory in Delhi was paused momentarily. The pause made a second before the New Year at 23 hours 59 minutes 59 seconds was to add a leap second. A leap second was also added to the Indian clock at 5:29:59 hours on Sunday to synchronize with the Earth's rotational clock. Adding the extra second is a fascinating scientific concept. The Earth's rotation around its axis is not regular, and it sometimes speeds up and sometimes slows down due to various factors, including earthquakes and Moon's gravitational pull, acting on Earth's oceanic tides. As a result, the astronomical time or the mean solar time gradually falls out of sync with the atomic time or the coordinated universal time. Hence, when the difference between mean solar time and the coordinated universal time approaches 0.9 seconds, an extra second known as the leap second is added to the coordinated universal time through atomic clocks. in order to keep with precise timing. A leap second is added to the clocks across the world. Leap seconds have been added to the world's computers around once a year since 1972, and this is the 27th edition. While adding a second may not have much impact on our daily lives, it plays a vital role in various fields like satellite navigation, astronomy, and communication, which are based on extreme precision.
And now it is time to take a very short break. We'll be back with more science news. Keep watching Science Monitor. Let us now have a look at some important science and technology activities happening in India and abroad in our segment Science Express.
Black holes have fascinated both astronomers and common man for a long time. In a mission to increase the present understanding of black holes, NASA is planning to launch a $188 million science mission in 2020. The mission, called the Imaging X-ray Polarimetry Explorer, will fly 3 space telescopes with cameras capable of measuring the polarization of cosmic X-rays, which in turn are caused by heating of gases surrounding black holes. The studies are expected to answer some fundamental questions about stellar and supermassive black holes. Providing spectacular glimpses of natural phenomena on Earth are the videos captured by NASA astronaut Jeff Williams. Williams, who has commanded the International Space Station, has recorded video footages of cloud formation and sunsets using an ultra-high-definition camera aimed at the Earth's surface 250 miles below the International Space Station. In an exciting new discovery, archaeologists have discovered a pre-Incan pyramid structure in central Peru. According to experts, the structure is a terraced pyramid called Ushnu and could have played a significant role in Inca civilization. Ushnus are believed to have been used by ancient local rulers during their most significant ceremonies, in which they drank and gave liquid offerings to the gods. The discovery might throw more light on Incan civilization and their ancestors. Like every winter, Siberian birds escaping harsh winters have arrived at Varanasi city. Birdwatchers and tourists are crowding at the banks of river Ganges to take boat rides to watch these migratory birds.
I can see everything, including the bed, and the river, the body, the people, the dance, and they watch the body and the butterfly in the sky. Well, everything is incredible, and I feel very comfortable.
The migratory birds include large cormorant, bar-headed geese, northern pintail, reddish shelduck, golden pheasant, etc. These birds start arriving at Varanasi from early November onwards till December and return during the spring season.
In our last episode, we took a quick glimpse at the achievements of Indian science during 2016. Well, as the world has stepped into a new year, intense scientific pursuits await us. There still exist many problems in many areas which can only be resolved through the application of science. So what are these areas and what are the technological challenges that await us this year? Well, join us as we try to seek answers to these questions in our segment In Focus.
It might just seem yesterday that we discussed about the scientific challenges of 2016. As curtain fell on the year, we could rejoice that many of those challenges, if not all, were met. While experts around the globe have identified many socio-economic challenges and technological trends that await us in 2017, it is important to remember that some of the crucial issues that persisted in 2016 are not yet completely tackled and are carried forward in 2017.
The India of our dreams is an India which will become first a developed country, and then it will become a knowledge economy. And for that we need an excellent research and innovation ecosystem in which we will have excellence in basic research, excellence in applied research, followed by technology development, followed by R&D led innovation, backed by high quality manufacturing skills.
Needless to say, concerns surrounding food environment, energy and healthcare top the chart. 2017 dawned with grim warnings of the harmful effects of global warming, as 2016 was the hottest year on record. While the Paris Climate Agreement is expected to open new doors to tackle climate change, 2017 is predicted to be much worse unless the implementation of policies widely begin. Nearly 80% of the countries involved in the climate agreement has pledged to use agricultural practices to curb climate change and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. But it remains to be seen how the targets are reached. A failure would accelerate the existing issues of water shortage, food crisis, and emergence of new infections. This holds true for India, as pollution levels has been recorded to be as high as ever in some of the Indian cities, with the national capital Delhi being thrown into a panic due to a deadly smog. Primary challenges India will face includes cutting down emissions and developing a mechanism for traffic control. In the field of healthcare, affordable and accessible healthcare continues to be a challenge. While developing nations like India will have to focus on curbing infectious diseases, focus is also needed in the area of child malnutrition, reproductive health. According to experts, while wearable technologies were a trend in 2016, which is likely to continue, 2017 may see steps towards making healthcare more accessible through the use of drones to dispense medications, mobile healthcare technologies, teleconferencing, and micro-robots. The technological breakthroughs to look for might also include advanced prosthetics and stem cell technology to cure degenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and cancers. With increasing global population and rising energy demands, the world is looking towards renewable and alternate sources of energy. In the wake of rapidly dwindling fuel reserves, developing new technologies and materials to harness alternate sources like solar and wind energy is the need of the hour. With India's population rising to become larger than the population of all the developed countries combined, India will have to strive hard to gear up its nuclear energy capacity to meet the rising energy demands. The ever-increasing population also demands food security, along with the access to clean and safe drinking water. Will synthetic and lab-grown foods address the problem of food security? Will 3D printing of food be made possible? This remains to be seen. The world in 2017 will shrink further with rapid digitalization, but cybersecurity will continue to be a threat as in 2016. With malwares causing large-scale damages last year, scientists predict that the Internet of Things will be at more risk this year. Apart from environment, healthcare and energy, several scientific pursuits are likely to hit the headlines in 2017. Let us look forward to all this and much more in the year 2017.
Well, that is all for this episode of Science Monitor. Do tell us how do you like our program. You can send your feedback and suggestions. Our email ID is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar C24, Kutub Institutional Area, New Delhi 110016. Well, that is all for today. We'll be back with fresh news stories on science and technology again next week. Till then, keep watching Rajya Sabha TV and think scientific all the time. Thanks for watching.